Guys, what's up? I'm back with Brian.
I'm back too.
It is part 2 of this debate. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Alright, so we got 4 topics on the table today. So these are all going to be more modern things that have come about recently, even this past season. So we'll start with the Choose Stone. I think we're sort of in a similar place with the Choose Stone. I like this. I really like this. I think the TV people should do a better job broadcasting it. Sort of like a race off pit road thing, like who picks the inside and who picks the outside. I think maybe a better way for guys to compete would be good. But so far, the races in Michigan have been excellent with the Choose Stone. It's brought a lot more strategy into it. And it's not too confusing. This would be very hard to follow, very hard for everyone to explain to everyone. So really, it's pretty easy. Just pick inside or outside, boom. And there's a lot more strategy to it for people who are into that sort of thing. And it doesn't ruin too much of the product that we had before then. So I think this is a really cool idea. I think it's here to stay, and it should continue to be here because it's a really fun rule. And yeah, makes things a lot more fair.
I agree. I'm fine with it. It's not too big of a deal. I think it's worked out fine. So I think it's fine to stay.
Oh, geez,
yeah.
That was a pretty quick debate. I thought you would have, I don't know. I thought you were a little bit more against it than you were. But, geez, that was a bummer. Don't click away, guys. We got full heated debate coming up next. Because 2020 All-Star Race brought with it a couple of fun new things, including the very underwhelming Underglow lights.
Those were stupid.
Bristol All-Star Race. But whatever it was bugging about.
It was a boring All-Star Race, and the Underglow was stupid. The number placement was stupid. Everything about it was stupid.
The Underglow, I mean, it's, I guess, keep it. Like, mess with the paint scheme, for God's sake. Because having it be like the orangish and the red and the blue of the manufacturer, I don't like it that way, but we'll see.
I guess so.
It's such a small thing. That
it wasn't as prominent as I thought it was going to be. Because the promo video showed Kurt Busch's car with smoke and this very bright green under it and everything, and then we get these little like nearly dead LEDs underneath the cars for the actual race. By the way, it's nearly daylight for the first half of the race, so they can't even barely see them.
That part was the open, and none of them had lights on because they did all that before qualifying. And also, there are light-up diecasts now. You can pre-order light-up diecasts. So that's cool.
They're going to be just as underwhelming as the actual cars.
You hate it. I think it's fine if done right.
The number placement, I hate it. They already have enough room. They already have basically an acre of sponsor space on the car. They don't need to shrink the numbers so that we can barely see them in order to put a couple more sponsors in there. Literally all they did was put the same sponsor on the side of the car for most of the cars, okay? What they really screwed up with is taking away all that side space near the front of the tires, near like the sides of the tires, where they used to splatter all these sorts of sponsors on them. Instead, they just slapped the NBC logo on them now because NBC's a money-hungry little piece of crap. But
by the way,
so they took that away. They could have done that, and instead of thinking the number placement, I mean, you got to be able to see the numbers. Not everybody's going to look on top of the cars, okay? And you're going to barely be able to see them on the sides anyways. Literally, for Chase Elliott's car, it was UniFirst. That was the sponsor that night. UniFirst was on the hood. It was on the side, in each side as well. At least put a different sponsor on the side if you're going to put a sponsor there. I mean, come on.
Napa, where they put UniFirst on the side, and then they put Napa on top of the back tires. I was They did.
But nobody could see that anyways. I mean, come on. It was just unnecessary.
So, here's the thing. I think it's good. It'll be especially good for the smaller teams. The next-gen car is supposed to help teams help make a race team more affordable and better. So the car is less expensive. And this new thing is going to help a lot of teams. So, my example I'll use of how this helps teams is Matt DiBenedetta's team. Now, Wood Brothers is pretty good off. They don't have too many major funding issues as far as I can see.
Those guys are aligned with Penske.
Here's the thing. Hear me on this. So, some weird thing with Menards, where they have Menards on the car, but they also, on the hood, get to promote, like, something you can find at Menards. Like, you can do that. Like, you can buy, I don't know, Maytag, I think was one of the brands they had on the hood. You can buy stuff for Maytag at Menards. So that's part of the partnership. They get to advertise those products. And then, I don't remember what the sponsor was for the Ulster. I think it was FVP or something like that. They got to be on the side of the car, too. So that really helps those businesses, those things that are sold at Menards. It's a perfect example of how that's going to help teams. And if they get creative enough, you can definitely fit more sponsors on there. You can get more sponsors. You can get, like, one color in the front and then fade to another color in the back, so you can get two sponsors on the same car. It's just because the reason that they all look so bad, and as the All-Star race necessarily, was because this was a one-time thing, and they decided to do a quick little tweak to their original paint schemes and call it a day, because they weren't going to do this full-time. But when, not if, when this happens full-time, and I think it's just a matter of time before it does, the graphic designers have a lot more time, and they'll put a lot more effort into making good-looking paint schemes and being able to incorporate a lot more sponsors into it than they did just now. We'll be able to fix it. So I think that this is a good change. I think that we'll get used to it. I don't think they're that small. They could definitely be improved a little bit, a concept. But overall, I really only have it attached to one paint scheme out here, and that's the normal Logano Pennzoil scheme. And honestly, it's fine. It's fine, and I'll get used to it if it changes, and it's kind of boring anyway. So, really, this is not as big of a deal as everyone makes it out to be. It's just a number placement. And they're still on the cars. They're still full size. This is a different spot. And this is going to really benefit teams.
No.
It's definitely a see there.
If the teams could survive with the regular number placement, they can. Then why do they need to switch the number placement?
Survive with the new placement. It just means the teams are going to be better off, and they're going to be able to fund things. They're going to be able to perform.
What,
better.
fun back of the pack cars that go 15 laps down after just a few miles?
What?
Wow.
Those cars don't even try.
That's the teams that are going to benefit from this, though. Like Quinn Houff and Timmy Hill and those kind of drivers. I mean, that's what that's.
Like Rick Ware doesn't even try. Like those teams are going to be making more competitive runs. And even Miller's pack teams. But even teams like the 20 don't have stable sponsorship. So this will be another way.
Because Eric Jones is overrated. And thank God they're bringing somebody who can actually use the 20 car in.
Alex Bowman has like 3 or 4 rotating things on his normal black and yellow Chevy scheme. He can put that on the side of his car like he did. So really, it's just going to be a revolving door and stuff like that really benefits. But at the end of the day, painting is going to look really good. You just got to give it time.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not happy with it. I hope they don't do it. I hope the overwhelming fan majority was enough to say no.
I think eventually they just do that. I feel like 2022, when the next gen car comes out, they're going to have that be the law of the line.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so bit of a different debate. The 2020 and 2019 class races have been wreck fest, to put it bluntly, wreck fest. So for 2021, they decided to put it on the Daytona road course.
Horrible idea.
To hopefully to make it better for teams. So like, if you look at like the race win diecast for the 2020 class, you can see that there's like tape on it. It's all bent up. The hood's bent in. It's Eric Jones. His car was wrecked. Basically, he drove a wrecked car in the series. So basically, the debate for 2021 is: should it really be on the Daytona road course? Do we really need it there? Is it really that big of a deal?
Yes, it is a big of a deal. Because then it's a road course for $1 million. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, there's more of a historic factor into this as well, because the Clash has been around since, I think, 1980, 1970? No, 1980. And now you're changing it to a road course. Okay. it makes sense if it's like the reason plate races are so exciting. The reason it's been so exciting is because everybody has a shot. Everybody has a shot when it's a plate race. So when you get guys like that get one-off poles, such as like maybe Justin Haley getting in or something. I don't know if he's actually going to be in the Clash or not. I don't remember. But when you have a plate race, everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance because the draft's a great equalizer. When you have a road course, he's going to fall 4 laps down partway through the race and then just park. So what's the point of that? You're going to take out, it's going to be down to 1 or 2 drivers pretty much the entire race. If they get lucky, I mean, maybe somebody will overshoot the Tums heartburn turn again or something like that. But then you'll get something pretty exciting. But like, Wreckfests are exciting in their own unique way. Because that means there's a lot of great racing going on, and when there's $1 million on the line, nobody cares on how good their car looks as long as it can drive and it can get to victory lane. They don't care how good it looks because it's at worst you're losing your backup car for the 500. I mean,
what's the record of duel? But also, here's the thing: is that Wreckfest, they're not fun to watch at the end. 6 cars. There were only 6 cars out.
It was super exciting watching Eric Jones, who was about to blow his engine, drive to victory lane. It was super exciting.
No, I didn't think it was. I don't think
you don't like Wreckfest, that's why. You like boring single-file races that Joey Logano dominates.
What?
You like boring single-file crap that Joey Logano dominates the entire day. You're just mad because Logano got taken out.
What?
Twice.
I'm not. I'm really not that mad. Because he won a duel. He won the duel in 2019 and 2020, so I'm not really mad about the Clash. And also, that's not the reason I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it because, I'm not mad about it at all, actually, because this will be better for everyone. It's still going to be an exciting race. It's on the Roval. So far, the Charlotte Roval. That's really exciting racing. I don't know when this is going up, so I don't know. It'll probably be after the race on a road course race. So, we will see how good that race is.
That race is going to be stupid because it'll be the first time any of those drivers have even raced there.
Heidelberg did the Rolex 24 this year. So, no.
Yeah, but that was in a different car. That wasn't in the car they're going to be racing at.
He's still an experience. He's still an experience on the course. And also, they've got iRacing. So, William Byron.
iRacing, that's not...
It's still... Your boy Dale Jr. says that iRacing helps. And it's close. It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, but it's not a lot. Okay.
It's still something because he is. All right, whatever. I have an anecdote of Dale Jr. himself saying of using iRacing getting better to success. But that's for another time. I'll find it and send it to you later. Anyway, I think especially this will be the second time they've gone on the road course, so hopefully we practice. Then it will be a better race. This will be a fun race to watch, and hopefully, and it won't involve a bunch of wrecks. There'll still be wrecks, but it won't take out the entirety of the field. Wreckfests are fine in a 40-car field. With a 20-car field, there are only a couple cars left at the end. I don't want a battle royale race where it's like, last car to not wreck wins the race. Like, that's not fun. Plate racing is fun, but only a couple cars plate racing, it feels like practice, watching practice, basically.
It was fun watching Eric Jones, who had a busted radiator, get pushed by Denny Hamlin for the victory. I mean, come on. How is that not exciting?
Well, it's only that exciting because there's no, 3 wide, 4 wide that you normally see because
there was 3 wide and 4 wide, but... There was 3 wide and 4 wide, but when you do 3 wide and 4 wide, you get a wreck. That's what it was.
It was not the end because there were only 6 cars.
You want to talk about 6 cars in a race? Okay, how about the 2017 Fall Talladega race? 40 cars started that race, only about 8 finished. That was exciting, wasn't it? Yeah, because Joey Logano was in the contention for the win at the end, even though he wrecked twice. Somehow still around.
I don't remember that race.
I do, because it was Dale Jr.'s last Talladega race. It was a complete wreck fest at the end. They were nearly running out of daylight. It was so bad. It was And then in the end of the race, there's like 4 drivers in contention for the victory at the end. And then, like, there was even a wreck at the checkered flag, too.
The whole point you made earlier was that everyone has a shot. But
everybody has a shot. That's why there's so many big wrecks, because they're in such big packs.
Then only the lucky ones have a shot. So it's all about luck.
It is about luck, but it's also about the fact that
they're going to bring some skill back to it. But Ricky Stenhouse Jr. doesn't win it every time. So
Stenhouse has never won it anyways. So
I'm joking. But anyway, let's move on. This is the final little thing. This will be a bit of this. You can probably put the personality in one area. That is. But Bubba Wallace, man, what a season it's been for him. So, Typically Nasty Racing has given him an offer. This is talking about has given him a partial ownership offer. Everyone likes this guy. He's gotten so many new sponsors this year alone. Columbia Sportswear, I like their company, by the way, and they're going to sponsor him at Dover, I believe. At Dover, and I think maybe one other race this year. So, and Columbia will go with him if he goes somewhere else. So he's got all sorts of new sponsors going for him, and really, the question becomes, how much of this purely is based on success? So really, the question is Bubba Wallace deserving of a better Cup ride next year? Does he deserve an upgrade from Ricky Petty Motorsports based on his performance?
No. Not right now, at least. Why I was supporting of Matt DiBenedetto going to the 21 car is because he proved he has skill. He just needs good equipment. With last year making a team like Levine Family Racing, which is now bankrupt, going to be out of business, he made him competitive and good runs and stuff. Bubba Wallace, other than outside of maybe a couple times, hasn't shown that. He got second in the Daytona 500 once. That was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, this year alone, he got top 10. He got top 10 at Michigan. He's gotten a few different top 10s. He got 11th at Atlanta. He's been performing up in the top 15. It's pretty much a good day. So he's definitely been outperforming his equipment. He's definitely done better than Eric Almirola did, and he proved that when he subbed for him. And he definitely did better than Brian Scott did in RPM equipment in 2016. So,
Eric Almirola,
and he's basically funding that. He's funding that entire team. So, yeah, I think he deserves an upgrade. But maybe if he wants to stay with the Petty Motorsports, if he wants to stay there, then I'm not.
I guess I wouldn't mind if he went to Ganassi. I guess if he's going to get the good equipment, though, he's got to prove he's going to be good with it. So if he can prove it, then I'll be fine with it. I think, however, he's still a pretty overrated driver, and the modern circumstances are really trying to highlight that, or really highlighting that.
So you're pinning that on the fact that he's NASCAR's only black driver. That's basically why you think he's getting all this sponsorship and he's getting all this recent success that you think is rigged towards.
I think so. Do you think
that there's a conspiracy to rig races in his favor? What?
I don't think there's a conspiracy in his favor. I think just because of the times he's getting all the stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not a great thing either.
Wasn't a good driver, but she was pretty darn popular, and she could still get funded.
She was the only female. She's the only female. Well, she wasn't the only female Cup driver, but
she was the only black driver, at least right now. Brad Doherty, at least, is in the sport, and there are others in the sport like that, like him. But really, and that's just because he's popular, and that's why people want to sponsor him. So he brings the sponsorship. A team like the Ganassi might not get, but a team like the 88, a team like the 14, teams like the 20, or the 20 is not going to be available, really need a stable sponsorship, and Bubba brings that. Almirola also brings that with Smithfield, but that's a whole different thing. But really, it's enticing for teams, not just because he's a promising young driver who has a lot of fans, a lot of sponsors, and he's been performing pretty darn well for Ricky Petty Motorsports. It's also because he's bringing in sponsorship that would be needed to fund the team. So that makes him a very enticing option.
So he's just a corporate interest, basically.
So
He doesn't have actual talent. He's just a corporate interest. That's basically what Danica Patrick was.
I mean, sometimes sponsors get in the way of talent, but in this case, I think he's got both. I think he's got the sponsors. I think
he's not. He's not Danica Patrick level of bad.
I like Ganassi. That seems like a logical thing to me. It seems like an offer he should accept.
He's definitely got. I would say he's definitely got potential. He's not Danica Patrick level bad by any means. He just hasn't proven it. So maybe an equipment upgrade will help that.
Leaving Lance to Talladega, I don't know. I think he's done all he needs.
Danica Patrick led laps at Talladega.
Oh, good for her.
And then, but you did yeah, but did that mean anything? No, it doesn't.
That means the Dylan Logano
At least she got 5 bonus points for it, unlike you would today. Another piece of crap.
What? You know how ironic it is that Danica Patrick was dating Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now that I think about it? Because you complain about her wrecking all the time, and now the thing is that Ricky wrecks all the time.
Yeah, but Danica wrecked herself. Ricky wrecked others. Well, wrecks others. Yeah, he wrecks everybody. So, yeah. Isn't she dating Aaron Rodgers now?
No, she split with Aaron Rodgers. A couple weeks ago, I think. It was recently.
Oh.
Split with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I didn't know that. What?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Let's talk the stuff we have. If you think of anything else you wanted to debate, then we can do that now. But other than that, I think I won the first one.
No, we don't determine. We are not going to determine who won. No, the viewers are going to determine who won. The viewers are going to determine who won. Okay.
Well, the viewers are on your side because that's who watches your videos. So
you don't know that.
That's not really a good sample size of people. Because first of all, most people watching these types of videos are going to be types that agree with you and that are on your side for this sort of debate. So that's not fair.
It is fair. I mean, some will side with you if they just watch the entire thing.
Here's the thing. Keep watching this video. If you think Tyler's right, like the video. If you think I'm right, subscribe to the channel. How's that sound?
I want the subscribers, though.
See? Yeah. You'll get... Okay, stop. Whatever.
I don't know. Just comment below who's right. And then there you go. And that's pretty much all you have to do. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit shorter part of a debate, guys.
This is a bit shorter of a debate. I guess, I don't know.
It was still pretty good. I mean, we got some good points and stuff, but... So yeah, guys, that's it. Part 2. Comment down below who you think won the debate overall, or who won the separate parts. If you want to see more of these debates about other topics, because we've really only done a debate about NASCAR stuff, but we could do debates about other stuff as well.
Well, we could do, the one I was thinking of doing was name, image, and likeness. You think none. I think yes for college players. It's just like being able to profit off of themselves, not getting paid from the school, but being able to profit from themselves. I think that'd be a good one, and I would crush you.
Okay. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, see you guys later. Bye.